YouTube, what's going on, y'all? It's Pick Saber here, and welcome to another video. Really quickly, before I get into today's video topic, I want to remind you, if you're new here, go check out my introductory video where I go into detail about what type of content to expect on the channel. After a runner-up finish in the college football playoff, the departure of Carson Beck to the draft and Emory Williams to the transfer portal left the vacancy under center for the Miami Hurricanes. With no other veteran options left on the roster, Miami was on the look for a quarterback that can lead a national championship caliber football team. In January, Duke quarterback Darian Mensah entered the transfer portal, despite having previously announced his intention to remain with the Blue Devils on a lucrative multi-year contract. Duke contended he was still contractually bound by their NIL agreement and filed a lawsuit seeking an injunction to prevent him from transferring. A court in North Carolina allowed Mensah to enter the transfer portal, but placed a temporary hold on his ability to enroll at a new institution. Mensah then requested an expedited hearing to resolve the matter before spring practice deadlines. To avoid a drawn-out legal battle, Duke and Mensah reached a settlement in late January that allowed him to move on to another school. Within hours of the settlement, Darian Mensah announced that he was committed to the University of Miami. So now, after back and forth legal drama and accusations of tampering, Miami has secured the acquisition of one of the most talented quarterbacks in the country. By acquiring Mensah, the Hurricanes successfully solved their quarterback problem, positioning themselves as a national title contender once again. And I believe that Darian Mensah is a legitimate Heisman candidate in 2026, as I did bet him at 13-1. And although that number is no longer available in the market, as long as you can get 10-1 or better, it's a full go, as my projections make the fair number plus 850. Now mind you, this is a long shot play, so I'm by no means claiming that Darian Mensah will win the Heisman, but I'm just saying that the probability of him winning the Heisman is slightly higher than what the market is implying. But let's get into the numbers and break down why I think Darian Mensah can win the Heisman Trophy. Mensah's 2025 campaign at Duke proved he can operate at an elite level, ranking among the nation's top passers with 3,973 passing yards and 34 touchdowns. His ability to push the ball downfield will bode well for Miami's offense. Mensah is a very efficient passer, as he completed 334 of 500 passes at a 66.8% clip with only 6 interceptions last season. Mensah was excellent versus the blitz with 20 touchdowns and 0 picks. He also had 12 games with multiple touchdown passes, while no other Power 4 quarterback had more than 10. With Mensah behind center, Duke set a program record for points scored and total touchdowns, indicating that his dropbacks consistently resulted in high leverage outcomes rather than stalled drives. Mensah displayed lots of explosivity at Duke last year, as he recorded 58 completions of 20 plus yards and 11 completions of 40 plus yards. And I expect him to be even more successful at Miami, as he will now be stepping into an offense with significantly more explosive playmakers around him. Miami also brought in his top target from Duke, Cooper Barkate, who had 1,106 yards in 2025, ensuring that Mensah's transition to the Hurricanes is seamless. And with Mark Fletcher Jr. also anchoring the run game, opposing defenses will be forced to commit to stopping the run, creating favorable one-on-one matchups for Mensah on the outside. The Heisman Trophy is as much about narrative as it is about stats. As the quarterback of a high-profile program like Miami, Mensah will be the beneficiary. Every game he plays will be under the national spotlight. If Miami fulfills their potential to compete for their first ever ACC title and another deep playoff run, Mensah will be the face of that success. Now, some may say the primary risk is the steep learning curve that can occur when a transfer portal quarterback is learning a new offensive system. However, the Heisman Trophy has become a transfer-friendly award in recent years, with 7 of the last 9 Heisman Trophy winners being players who utilized the transfer portal. In fact, the last Heisman Trophy winner who didn't transfer during their college career was Alabama quarterback Bryce Young, who won the award in 2021. So it's been a while since we've seen a non-transfer player win this award. Now, there are some guys such as CJ Carr or Arch Manning who could certainly buck that trend, but I'm going to side with the trend in this case. I will say though, my only concern about this ticket is the possibility that if Miami does have the season I think they're about to have offensively, then Mensah might end up splitting Heisman votes with Malachi Tony. But I do like how the schedule sets up. I believe it is highly likely, given the early competition, that this price will drop dramatically in the market by the end of September and into early October. As long as Mensah remains in the Heisman conversation down the stretch, I'll be feeling pretty good about my position. But that'll do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more videos. But until then, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Pick Saban, clocking out.